What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Darku, and in this video we're going to be showing you where all the Wisp locations are for this Halloween event in Kanto for 2023. Before we start, it's worth noting that you will actually get encounters during these Wisps. The very first Wisp you pick up, and then every 5 from there on, you should get a couple of encounters. At the very end, when you pick up your last Wisp, you will actually get the last encounter, which is the Alpha Gengar for Kanto. So it's definitely worth bringing a Pokemon that has the move Soak, so that you can transform the Ghost Pokemon into a Water type, and then you're able to false swipe them to 1 HP, then Spore them, and obviously start throwing Pokeballs. With that being said then, the very first one is on Route 23. You want to go to Viridian City, and then go to your left, and then straight up, and you will eventually find it. This will be your first Wisp, and will encounter your very first hidden ability, 1x31 guaranteed, Ghastly. The next one on the list then is Viridian Forest, so at the very top right of Viridian Forest you will find your second Wisp. So the next one we're doing, which kind of throws this off order actually, is we're going to fly to Mount Moon. We're going to go through the cave, and if you follow where I am going, obviously you will reach the same Wisp as me, but it is inside Mount Moon, and we're going to go all the way through the cave so we can eventually reach Cerulean City as well. And then we're going to head to Route 4, make sure we surf past the Mewtwo cave, and there's the other Wisp there as well. Right after that then, we're obviously going to throw it off again, and we're going to Route 24, which is below Bill's house but above Cerulean City. This one's very obvious and you can grab it very easily. And then the next one after that is right below Cerulean City at the bottom left. You'll be able to grab your other Wisp there. So the very next Wisp then is in Rock Tunnel. What we're going to do is fly to Lavender Town and then enter the bottom entrance of Rock Tunnel. In fact, it's so hard to find in here that I'm going to quickly put up a picture and show you where to go. After Rock Tunnel then, we're going to quickly fly back to Lavender Town, and we're going to go straight south, that is downwards, to Route 12, and then we're going to quickly surf over and grab the next Wisp. So right after the Route 12 Wisp, we're actually going to keep continuing going down all the way to Route 13, and then we'll find the Wisp there as well. The very next Wisp then is in Pokemon Mansion. Obviously we're going to click a few switches here and there, and then you want to go to the very bottom of Pokemon Mansion and you will find the Wisp at the very top left. Obviously, as I said, more switches need to be clicked, but you will find it in there. Alright, the very next one is on Island 1, and you just want to surf south once again, that is below you, and you want to head to Treasure Beach, and that will be the next Wisp. So the next one you want to go for is on Island 2, which is far north, that is above you on Cape Brink, and you'll find the Wisp there as well. Next up on the list is on Island 3. Now you will have to go to the Berry Forest on the very far left, and then when you're inside the Berry Forest, it is at the very bottom left that the Wisp is there. You need to cut a couple of trees and just get through it. The very next one then is on Route 2, so we're going to fly back to Viridian City, and we're going to head north once again, that is above you, and just cut the tree above you in Route 2, and then just above that, where you would normally get Flash in the game, you can also see the Wisp. The very next one then, we want to fly back to Rock Tunnel at the very top right of the map this time, and we're just going to surf around and go inside the power plant. When you're inside the power plant, the Wisp is actually directly in the middle of the power plant. Next up, we're going back to Lavender Town, and we're going in the Pokemon Tower, which is at the top right of Lavender Town. Once you're in this ghostly tower, almost at the very top, if you head north, you will find the Wisp there. So once you're out of the Pokemon Tower, you'll be back in Lavender Town, and you just want to head to Route 8, which is just on your left now, and in the grass in the middle you will see the next Wisp. Next up then, we're going to fly to Celadon City and head to the very far left, at the top left that is, and on Route 16 you will also find the next Wisp. The next Wisp then is in Seafoam Islands. Now the best approach to this is going from Cinnabar Island into the Seafoam Islands. However, I went the wrong way. I went from Fuchsia City to Seafoam Islands, and obviously the reason why I'm waffling on is so that you can see the directions that I have taken inside this cave, so that you can also find your way if you've approached it from Fuchsia, as this took me a hot minute to get through the little puzzle. Next up then, we're going back to Island 1, and we're going to go as far north as possible to Mount Ember, and then once you've reached Mount Ember, obviously you want to take the cave at the very top left, and then as you go through it and to the very top, you will find your next Wisp there. Now the very last one on this list then is at Free Island Port. Now it's just south of Free Isle, so you don't have to go too far for this one, but it is worth noting that when you pick up this Wisp, it will now encounter the Alpha Gengar of Kanto. Now just like any other alpha, obviously this will be super strong, it can have increased stats, etc. When you catch it, it is a guaranteed 2 times 31, you can get more than that obviously on IVs. But just be aware that it is obviously a ghost, so you want to try and soak it again, maybe take a Spinder with you so that you can skill swap it so that it doesn't constantly raise stats on you. But just be prepared for this fight as it's not an easy one. But there you go ladies and gents, after you catch your Alpha Gengar, you've got all of your Wisps in Kanto. Now you can go head over to Johto and start doing those ones if you want, or you can go around and just beat up some kids with candy. Either way, those are all your Wisps for Kanto. I hope this was good and informative enough for you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on other videos guys. See ya!